Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of the Velodyna Lounge, where I'm going to be playing more Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did stuff. I'm moving my microphone like an unprofessional... Anyway. So last episode we did... What did we even do? Oh yeah, we finished Eureka, I think. Anyway, in this episode we are going to go and be dealing with the beast tribe over here. The Ananta. Yes? Yes. Or, I mean, any case, gonna try. Right. Also, lest you wonder what the hell this glamour is, well, it is based off of a character from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Tried to create a Veil cosplay kind of deal, because I couldn't really find a good thing to do for Dragoon. So, well, this happened. Anyway. See if I remember how to even fucking record. I haven't recorded in a while. Oh, there you are, Lynn. We've just received a report from Ishana. I'll read it out. At present, the brute mother's skin is smooth. Wait, what in Vulgar's name is this? Good news, that's what. While it's smooth, we still have time before she needs to molt. Once it starts to dry, we'll know the day of the inspection is approaching. Well, I'll take your word for it. As much as I'd love to spend all day talking about your mother's skin, isn't there something else we were going to discuss? Yes, there is. A problem's come up and I could use your advice. The Castellum is under threat of demolition. Hold your chocobos, nothing's been decided yet. Perhaps we should start from the beginning for Lynn's sake. As you know, this was originally an Imperial supply depot. That great big tower in the middle was built as an airship dock, which we now use for surveying the surrounding area. You can see from mobs up there. The trouble is some of the resistance members think we should blow the whole thing up. It's a constant reminder of the days of Imperial rule, they say, but they're letting sentiment cloud their judgment. It's too important to lose. They're also forgetting that we don't have the time or resources to build a new bridge, and while we mull things over, there's no telling what those lunatics will do. Suffice it to say, we're in a bit of a bind. We can't let anyone tear it down. If the Castellum is destroyed, it would mean the end of the Gatekeepers. I'd have no choice but to return to Velodyna. Luckily, I have an idea. We decorate our villages differently to the Kilianas, which makes them easy to tell apart. We should be able to do the same thing with this place. If we make something to symbolize that the Castellum is part of Alamigo, we won't need to do anything drastic to like rebuilding it from scratch. You know, that's not a bad idea, but what exactly did you have in mind? It needs to be traditional, something distinctly Alamigan. To be honest, I don't know much about Striders and their culture. Do you have any suggestions, Jolene? I suppose the most obvious thing would be the griffin on the Alamigan flag, but that's no good. It was also the symbol of the royal family, which includes the Mad King Theodoric, of course. I don't think people would appreciate being reminded of him. Sorry, Alba. Nothing else springs to mind. Many people live throughout Giribania, and will struggle to please them all. We would benefit from an outsider's opinion, someone unbiased towards the needs of any particular group. They'd need to know a lot about local history too. Then, can you think of someone? Sorry, no, it's the... That's so nice. I do know somebody, yeah. Talamoko! Right, it's decided. We'll meet you there. Let's now before we actually go and like continue with this quest, I am going to go and grab these ones because they're gonna get refreshed whenever I finish this quest. I'm not sure if I need to grab them or not, but whatever. Also, the Final Fantasy XVI crossover happened, and now I have this wolf. Don't know anything about ffXIV. I wish I did. Because, well, what I'm saying is I've not had the chance to play it yet. And it's infuriating me. Why is my chair like... making that noise again? The mighty Griffin's Bane is descended upon Castle Orient once more. Really appreciate your help with that whole Black Rose debacle. If one just finished cleaning up the mess left behind by the Kaliana. Did you just say Griffin's Bane? What does that mean? A Tidelight wager. Maybe you ought to call her that too. No. Really now, there's no need to be so coy about it. I can think of no better tribute to your remarkable feats of heroism. I think we'll stick it to just Lynn for now. Anyway, I'm Alpa, captain of the Velodyna Gatekeepers. You might be wondering what brings us here. We'd like to ask your opinion. Well, I cannot guarantee I'll be able to provide the assistance you seek. I'll do my utmost to help nevertheless. I heard you know a lot about Alamigan history. I see your point. Visitors to Alamigo probably won't think highly of being ushered through a former Imperial stronghold upon arrival. I agree that it should celebrate Alamigo's unique culture. A griffin design should meet your requirements. That was our one and only idea. We were worried that using the crest of the ultra-royal family would dredge up a lot of unpleasant memories. If it were a single griffin, that may be the case. However, I propose using a pair of griffins. Once they find a mate, they become inseparable. In Gerbanian heraldry, a pair of griffins rampant has represented undying loyalty since time immemorial. In that case, I should use my metalworking skills to craft 2 griffin sculptures. Thanks for your advice, Talia. Tala? Yes, Tala. Come and visit us at the Castellum sometime. It'll be my pleasure. I wish you the best of luck. I'll start gathering metal for the statues. It may take me a while, especially for making 2 of them. Alpa, you go and find the other Ananta to help with the crafting. Then would you be able to bring us a griffin? I imagine it would be hard to sculpt one without seeing the real thing from up close. Probably best to use a tamed one, though. Gift the griffin handler over at the Reach ought to be able to sort something out. If I were you, I'd start by having a word with him. Yes. Let's this one. I've been I've done something where I've changed my main character's look. Like literally just changed everything about my main character. And I've been like making glam plates, or just the glamours in general, for like a solid 2 weeks on a row. I am basically done though. I don't need to do Dark Knight. What can I do for you? So like me just like recording and going back to Linus is very weird. I'm like, oh yeah, right. Huh? I've got a friend who wants to borrow a griffin. Who do you want me to take it to? Alpa, leader of those damn fools hell's bent on preserving Velodyna. You ask me, they ought to blow the bloody thing to smithereens and be done with it. But, well, since it's you that's asking, I suppose I can oblige. Go on ahead. I'll meet you there with the griffin. Right. Velodyna, Velodyna. Wait, how many do I get per quest? 60. Oh, so it's 210. Okay, yeah. I'm also gonna be able to do these ones. It would seem. Actually, that depends on... So I got 3 now, I get 12 per day, so this should actually work out. How did they go? Sorry to keep you waiting, Lynn. Got a bit delayed on the way here. Anyway, here's the griffin as requested. It's beautiful. The statues should turn out wonderfully if I fashioned them in the image of this fine specimen. Statues? What are you talking about? Lynn didn't mention that. I want to decorate the entrance with a pair of griffin sculptures to welcome travelers into Alamigo. They'll be based on your griffin. You mean to say me and my griffin came all the way for some bloody statues? You snot-nosed little gobshite. Start off back to Vira and Nil just so we can smash this bridge down. One moment. No, I'm back. Show some respect. She is our captain. We will not allow you to speak to her like that. Captain, eh? I don't see how anyone could take orders from her. She's just a child. Listen well, Strider. When I first volunteered for the Resistance, every unit I tried to join rejected me. For all my determination, I simply lacked the strength needed for frontline warfare. I had no purpose, nowhere to go but back to my village. It was until Alpa asked me to work as a weaponsmith. She showed me that I do not need to be a fighter to contribute. She may be young, but she has earned our loyalty. Ashana, I... Gonna give a Kieran's arse, only here because Lynn asked me. Ugh, let's get this over with. You'll help? I won't forget this. If you're going to make a statue of a griffin, you better do a good job of it. They look impressive enough when they're standing still. And have you ever seen one buffet its prey with a wind of blast? Yes, know what a blast of wind? Now that's something special. No, I haven't. I'd like to experience these buffeting winds for myself. Is this some sort of joke? Do I look like I'm joking? Girl's gone stark raving mad. She wants to have this griffin attack her with the force of a hurricane. That's her business. Just leave me out of it. Fine. You're not the only one around here capable of riding a griffin. Lynn, I hear you're quite experienced with chocobos and whatnot. Why don't you give it a try? Hit me with a buffet of wind. We should probably find somewhere else to do this. Our comrades might find being assaulted by bellowing winds a bit distracting, to put it mildly. I'll be waiting by the gates. She never ceases to amaze me. Oh, yes. Look at this gif. Once on a griffin, coax it into sending a gust of wind in the direction of the youngling. Just try not to overdo it, alright? If you dismount at any point, come back here and I'll get you back on the saddle. Oh hey. Yay. Nung. I was a lot stronger than I was expecting. Unfortunately, I couldn't help closing my eyes right at the vital moment. Could you do that again? Erg. It's only a glimpse, but I definitely saw it. I think one more time should be enough. I saw it clear as day. Now I know how its prey must feel. That will do nicely. Alright, Lynn. You can get down now. I'd better get to work while it's still fresh in my mind. Can't believe my eyes. This incredible statue, no doubt that Amigo is on the path to regaining its former glory. You've achieved what I thought was impossible. You've transformed this Imperial Forge into something our countrymen can be proud of. I'm quite pleased with the result myself. To say I'm impressed would be an understatement. I'd heard that Ananta used magic to shape metal, but to see it for myself, it was breathtaking. If you think that's impressive, wait until we finish the other one. I'm sure you know better than most what a pair of griffins represents. Everlasting friendship, by Rolliger, that's perfect. To think I was going around saying we should tear this place down. Never realized what a waste that would have been. Well, I'm glad you see things our way. Besides, we couldn't have done this without your griffin. Such a majestic creature. If the Gatekeeper had one of these, we could soar through the sky, casting a watchful eye over the highways and canyons below. I was just about to suggest the same thing. Alpa, would you allow us to station a unit of Griffin Riders here at the Castellum? Now that the Guardians have been driven out, we've been at something of a loose end. Your Gatekeepers have been working hard to keep the borders safe, so we should do a bit too. You have our full cooperation. Are you serious? The Griffin Riders are always welcome here. It all turned out rather well, wouldn't you say? Now that Gif has changed his tune around the bridge, The rest are sure to follow. Yes, but we've still got a lot of work ahead of us, Lynn. I'm sure there'll be more chances for you to help in days to come. But you know, it's the funniest fucking part right now. I could have like finished all these Beast Tribe quests. Like just the entirety of the Beast Tribe quests by now, if I had actually done them. But instead I have not done them for like a while. Which was a little bit of a mistake. Oh well. I have now decided that I will continue working on them. Yeah, Griffin statues have been added to Castellum Velodyna. Reputation up. Trusted. The daily quests are available and 3 additional quests, yes. And there's some more goodies. Call me Snake. See, I'm not sure if the false nails are already here. Anyway, wind up Ananta. I'll go and wait with this for now, though. I'll get those things later on. Anyway, I will be right back. And I'm going to do the other quests and make separate episodes for those quests. Anyway, whatever. BRB. Alright, I'm back after more daily quests. And today we're going to go and just... Not like today. Still the same episode, Fred. We're just going to continue. Good to see you, Lynn. You know, I'd say our work is progressing quite nicely. There's still time left, but even if Mother were to arrive tomorrow, I think she'd be impressed. Is it a bit early to be saying that? The work needs to be finished before she comes back. We'd have a hard time convincing her mother with the place as it is now. Of course, the Castellum is no longer under threat of demolition, and the Griffin statues are very nice. But it's still more or less the same as when we arrived. What the hell is happening with my right screen? But what about the old storerooms we converted into overnight lodgings? Yes, I was just getting to that, as you doubtless know from personal experience. Lynn, this whole area is crawling with dangerous creatures, many of which are more active at night. Adventurers and soldiers can hold their own against them, but merchants and returning refugees are easy targets. We'll be seeing a lot more of them now that the Guardians have withdrawn. That's why I suggested that we put down some beds in the old storerooms. I haven't actually had a look yet, but I'm sure Alpa took care of it. There are probably a few things that need improving now. If we ask someone who's actually spent the night here, we can get their opinion. That visitor from Gudania who slept here would still be about. Should still be about, sorry. Why don't we start with him? Yes. Hello there. Can I help you? Having stayed overnight in our lodgings, would you say you slept well? I wasn't expecting to find anywhere to stay, and I was full glad to be offered shelter. Otherwise, I'd have been traveling in the dark with only the beasts breathing down my neck to keep me warm. Having said that, I think it's a bit too soon to be calling them lodgings. I would have appreciated something to lie on beside the floor. The floor? I heard the travelers prefer to sleep in proper beds, so I had some brought over from Velodyna. A bed? I didn't see anything like that. Alpa, you did give them something to sleep on, didn't you? Of course I did. Maybe it would be quicker if I showed you. Wait here. That's it. Put it down over there. Yes, Cap. You had one of these in your room, didn't you? I did. Do you mean to say I'm supposed to sleep on that? Allow me to demonstrate. See? This is how we Ananta go to sleep. We just coil up like this and we're perfectly comfortable. Oh my god, that was a good face. You scaly-pated imbecile! Do you think we could just coil up like that? Get up, would you? Fine. We'll help you, Captain Alpa. And on that note, I bid you all farewell. Starts running. It's partly my fault, I suppose. Should have made sure that Alpa knew what a guest room actually is first. Okay, more cutscene. To be honest, it's been a while since I stayed in a decent inn myself, so I'm probably not in any position to give proper advice. Any thoughts? I can enter a village with one and ask around. Nothing but character like cold, hard floors. No. Come to think of it, there are several inns for travelers in Alagiri. Good idea. We might find someone who can come here to tell us what this place is missing. Let's head to the inns in Alagiri. Whoopsie. Don't do that. Not on this set. Oh, don't do it. I'm a virgin. Hello. Advice on accommodation? Sorry, I'm needed here for the time being. Might be worth asking around though. Logic to say. You ought to try asking people who used to work in Goodblade. Of course, it's not more than rubble now, so the old residents are looking to apply their trade elsewhere. A boy called Gales used to run an inn there, and he took pride in his work. You should find him still moping around there. You want me to go all the way to Castellum Velodyna? I'd love to help, but I've got my hands full here as it is. They can't all be busy, can they? Did you find someone? A man named Gales, and he was an innkeeper. Perfect. Let's go and look for him. What brings you to Goodblade, or rather, what's left of it? Oh, I see. You say my advice may prove beneficial. It's very kind of you to ask, but I should warn you, failure seems to follow me everywhere I go. He's a ray of sunshine, isn't he? Since the fall of Goodblade, I've tried working elsewhere. It never seems to last long because everyone takes such a disliking to me. Can't say I blame them. I'm no good to anyone. But we heard you were a first-rate innkeeper. You should put that experience to good use by helping us. If you say so, I'm just worried that I'll go all the way to the Castellum only for you to change your minds and turn me away. It would be just my luck. We wouldn't do that. We need you. Let's head for the Castellum and I'll explain more on the way. Music is so good. Music is so freaking good in this game. I love it so very much. Fringes being definitely one of my favorite places during the day. The night's good too, but the day theme is better. Oi, you scrying little turd. You're supposed to be guest rooms? It's an insult. Is something amiss, Gales? You're bloody right, something's amiss. Why would anyone torture themselves by sleeping in this shithole? That bed's not fit for a chocobo. And that's another thing. Where are the chocobos meant to stay? So this is why he has trouble keeping a job. Alright, Gales, I hear you loud and clear. I'll do whatever it takes to turn this place around.
You know bugger all about how to treat guests. I got the right attitude. Let's get to work. Like I was saying, there's nothing for chocobos at all, so we'll start with that. We need a stable and thrust for food and water. Oi, you over there. Is there any wood or metal we can use?
Not really, no. I need a few places. I know a few places where we might be able to get some, though. I'll arrange to have some timber collected, Flynn. There should be some piles of scrap metal over at Castellum Corvi. Don't worry, I'm not expecting you to lug it back here yourself. The other gatekeepers can take care of that. I just need you to prepare it for transport. We should have a merit crusher. On our foot to break it into smaller pieces. If you speak with Dakshina, she should be able to get one ready. She's just outside the gate. You wish to ride the merit? For what purpose? I see. Crushing a few steel blades should pose no difficulty for a merit. They're even stronger than they look. Should you be separated from the merit, it will return to me on its own volition. Once the work is complete, you may dismount as you please.
Now we get to ride the big elephant. Man, Lynn on top of this elephant is quite something. Angry elephant. What strength! I wouldn't want a merit's bad side. I wouldn't want to be on a merit's bad side. We'll carry the scrap back to Castellum Velodyna. You can go ahead and wait with Gales and the others. Bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. You're back. Where's the scrap? It'll be here soon. Can't wait. Make the best chocobo stables you've ever bloody seen. But first I get Alpa to make some beds, and if she buggers it up, I'll have her guts for garters. So, what do you think? Not bad, eh?
I made all the sheets myself too. Weaving is another specialty of the Ananta, you know. Compared to the headdresses and clothing we usually make, this was simple. To be honest, there's no point having a skill if you don't know what to do with it. That's why I'm glad Gills is here. I'd be lost without his advice.
I'm equally clueless when it comes to the Ananta. I've lived in Girabani my whole life and I know next to nothing about him. We may have our differences, but we share a common tongue. We can learn a lot from each other.
Yes, I think so too. You've really made a difference, Helen. I'm sure I'll need your help when more people start passing through our gates. That reminds me, I should try out one of the new beds.
When I first met Alpa and heard she was a captain of the Velodyna Gatekeepers, I didn't know what to expect. It was worth the journey though.
I'm glad he's calmed down a bit. I guess it's not as sturdy as it looks. I just hope her mother doesn't show up now.
After what happened to Good Blades, I thought I was finished. Alpa asking me to come here could be a fresh start I've been looking for. Chance of Gales. Thank you, ffXIV, for that quest name. Bird up. I'm a bird. Wow, look at this place. Fancy as heck. Guest rooms have been added to Castellum Velodyna. Sloppy. No, fancy. Reputation up to respect it. Right. And now I get more daily quests too. Let's go and check what I can actually get at this point. The false nails are still there. Wind up and out then. I'll take it. Ooh, seditious sentiments. So I can now use charmed. That is the actually I can just show it off. There we go, and then slash charmed. Then you have this, which is the thing that you can do during what it happens during, what's it called again? During Lakshmi Extreme. There we go. Alright, my friends, that's it for this little bit, so I'll be right back for the next quest. Alright, I'm back again after doing more stuff. Also, I should probably get these cleared, so I actually unlock the quest that I'm about to do. Up. One more. There we go. Alpha.
Ah, there you are, Lynn. We have the latest reports on Mother's molting. Jolmin, if you'd be so kind. The Bird Mother's skin has become dry and slightly rough. She'll be shedding her skin before long. I'm not worried though. Even if Mother were to arrive now, I think the Castellan would pass muster. The guest rooms we made have proven quite popular. Yes, but you're forgetting one thing. What about that poor sod who's taken ill? Your mother might find his moaning and groaning a bit off-putting. I was just about to mention that. An Alamegan fellow on his way home from Gerdania stayed overnight, but he's come down with something. We can't tell what's caused it, but he's in a terrible state. At first we thought the shortness of breath and flushed cheeks were just signs of fatigue. We normally give medicinal tea in cases like this, but that hasn't seemed to work. We'll have to try something else.
Hark, is the sound of a damsel in distress? Fear not, your cries of despair will not go unanswered, for the future nun of the M tribe, Mzetia, has arrived. What are you doing, Jolmin? Is that any way to treat your would-be savior?
Savior, you can save me the trouble of trancing you again by buggering off and never coming back.
Not quite the welcome I was expecting. Wait, is that you, Lynn? I made sure not dead yet. Looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And you're looking well too, you know. When I signed up to assist the Gatekeepers, I didn't expect to see you here.
You two have met before? So that's how you know each other.
No, our bond goes beyond that of mere acquaintances. We're like siblings.
If you're siblings, it's clear which one's got all the brains. Is he always this stupid?
Yes. I think we can discuss my virtues some other time. Captain Alpa, am I to understand the man has been struck down with a fever of some kind? If so, I may have useful information to impart.
Go on then. Tell us.
This unfortunate soul is lovesick. I'm absolutely certain of it. Jolmin, your violent outburst notwithstanding, I must admit you possess a rather charming demeanor. Perhaps your convalescent guest has fallen for your feminine wiles and cannot bring himself to part from you.
My feminine wiles. I'm a soldier, hardly the sort that has secret admirers.
No, there's no need to be shy. If you ask me, you're the belle of the resistance.
Mazet, what were you saying about our guest being lovesick? What kind of love makes you sick?
The romantic kind, of course. A love that unites those destined to spend eternity together, awakening their true potential. There's nothing it cannot conquer. But don't take my word for it. I will demonstrate the power of love. Come to Pike Falls and bear witness to its splendor. Hey yo. This is gonna be something, isn't it, huh? This is gonna be something. You know, somehow, like, I shouldn't be surprised that this guy's here. Since I think it was required to unlock the beast type quest to begin with. Remember these? That's right. They're grenades left behind by the Guardians. I want you to throw them at me just like last time.
Stop this nonsense. You'll get yourself killed.
Killed? I think not. I have the power of love on my side. Watch closely, everyone, especially you, Jolman. These explosions will be like water off an ff's back. Nearly died last time I tried this, but you needn't worry. I've definitely removed enough of that powder. Yes, no doubt about it. Lid, I'm ready. Just keep flinging those grenades, even if I tell you to stop. Well, these grenades supposedly contain less than the standard amount of explosive power. Or powder. I forgot to take out some powder. I'm perfectly fine. Let's start it again, Lid.
This seems like quite a dangerous way to prove the power of love. Why don't you just write a poem or something?
That one was a full-size explosion as well. Lynn, stop for a moment. No. Perish. No. I had so much to live for.
He's not dead, is he?
I cannot die here. Not today. Not like this. The M-Tribe needs me.
Hooray, he's alive. And it's all because of the power of love. Did the power of love really protect you from being blown to pieces? Perhaps your feelings for me are genuine after all.
What? No, you've got it all wrong. One day I'll be none, and I'll have to serve the needs of every eligible woman in a tribe. I can't commit to just one girl.
So that means the reason you survived has nothing to do with love. Must be something else. Well, even if you did have eyes for me, I'd poke them out with my spear.
No, there you are, Alpa. A certain matter has come to light, and... Who's this? Learned that you are doomed to a life of solitude. Miss Godfrey's attempts to impress Jolman failed miserably. That's entirely inaccurate. There's no need to be ashamed. You're not alone. My attempts to woo members of the fair sex always end in disaster. I'll never find a wife at this rate. Gods be good. A man can reach your age and still be a bachelor. Oh no. In my line of work, I meet women from far and wide, but as soon as I try to talk to them, they run them on. The same thing happens to me, except in my case, I think they find my exuberant nature a tad overwhelming. Come, friend, let us share our woes.
Why do I get the feeling this is a complete waste of time? I went on an ilm closer to helping our bedridden patron. Perhaps we should consult a proper chirurgeon. Now that you mention it, Mazzet's injuries might need some attention too, although he seems rather well considering. Forget about him, he'll be fine. He's got Gale's shoulders to carry on now. Let's go to the Reach and ask Corella. She'll know what to do.
I love that. Just two guys being dudes. Wait, I have to talk to them. Seeing that Gales is still single after all these years. What is the world coming to? Can't believe I found someone whose lack of romantic experience rivals my own! Oh my fucking god. Okay. Worth it. Just that right there is just worth doing the entire beast line. Beast trap quest. It just, yep. Perfectly worth it. I love it when there's just humor in these quests. That's all I need. Just humor and dumb shit. Give me that and I'll be fine. Whatever.
Would I be correct in assuming this isn't a social call? I can't say for sure, but it sounds like he's fallen victim to pleurisy. The medicine he needs is fairly simple to make, but unfortunately my supply of lightning cap mushrooms has been exhausted. I'll need you to gather some from East End. Once I've got my things together, I'll go straight to Velodyna. Understood. Jolmin, Which Tolman, yes. Stay with Arella and keep her safe.
Oh man, that was a good laugh. That was a nice laugh. A jolly good laugh it was. I cast a gun. Or well, drill to be precise.
I'm lucky you arrived when you did. I didn't know I know I'm not much of a fighter, but I didn't expect to be beaten by those strangely looking beasties. Still, I managed to get the lightning caps. We'd better get these to Arella right away.
Why do I say Aurelia? I feel like that's from another game. But I'm not 100% sure. Did I ever say Aurelia originally? I may have. Oh well. The Hickening. Part 2. Return of the Hick. Foggy hell today. Like entering a new zone and it's like fog weather is like the worst thing. Like that or like pouring, like showering basically. Those are those are unfortunate weather cycles.
Ah, there you are. I've handed the mushrooms to Arella, who is brewing her concoction as we speak. All we can do now is wait. What's taking Arella so long? I hope everything is alright.
Have a little faith, helper. Ah, here they come now.
Your place to hear-to treatment was a success. How did you feel?
Medicine worked wonders. One moment I'm at death's door and the next I'm right as rain. Nothing can stop me finishing the last leg of my journey now.
Just don't overexert yourself, the year. It's still too early to say you've fully recovered. If you get so much as a runny nose, be sure to come and see me. Arella, we appreciate you coming all the way here. Ashana will arrange an escort back to the Reach.
Well, I'd say that came to a satisfactory conclusion.
No thanks to you.
But I could have sworn he showed signs of being lovesick. How did you know? Know what? That I'm in love! I've never beheld such grace, such elegance, such unfathomable beauty. Surely she's an incarnation of Menfina herself.
That's very flattering, but you're embarrassing me.
My fever may be gone, but I yet yearn for your healing touch to ease my aching heart. Arella, my love, wait for me! Yeah, it was Arella.
I beg your pardon.
Don't get downhearted. Plenty more fish in the sea and all that.
If you ask me, this love thing seems rather silly. As far as I can tell, it leads to a lot of unnecessary bother. In just a short span of time, we've had a guest fall ill. I've nearly been eaten by carnivorous plants, and Rosette has been blown up and beaten several times. I'd say it's high time this place has its own infirmary. We should get it ready before Mother returns.
Well, you see, love can be a bother, but it can be a beauty too. Otherwise, we wouldn't all be chasing it, would we? Well, not all of us, but a lot of us. Anyway, we now have patience, Ella. Velodyna now has its own infirmary. Reputation up to honored. Why? Call me Snake. Let's take a look at what they sell now, if anything else. Like, false nails were already there, I'm pretty dang sure. Which, you know, they're false nails. I don't like them. Wine up Nanta, the Borrow Medikit stuff. I guess the stuff to Nanta is the thing that got added. And maybe the manservant stuff. Anyway, that's it. So I'll be back once we reach the next quest. Alright, I'm back again. I still hate that I just can't like record in a longer session. Me needing to like record on separate days. Like just little parts over a couple of days. It's I hate it. Anyway, let's continue with this.
Good day, Lynn. I don't know how to thank you for all your help. The Castellum has become everything I'd hoped for. Travelers and Resistance members alike have been singing its praises. As long as nothing untoward happens, I'm confident that it'll pass muster with Mother. That reminds me, how's your Mother's molding coming along? Ishana informs me that the upper layer of skin is beginning to separate. There's not much time left. Well, we're set to pass the inspection with flying colors, so there's nothing to fear. Unless some unforeseen catastrophe occurs.
Captain Alpa, it's a catastrophe!
What do you mean?
Ananta, and they're fighting amongst themselves over in Virjala. It looked like they were out for blood, so I ran for my life.
What? Jalmin, if you'd kept your mouth shut, this would never have happened. Suppose I was tempting fate a bit, but you can't blame me for it. Why does this have to happen now? If Mother finds out that Ananta are causing trouble near Castellum Velodyna, she'll hold me responsible. Jalmin, Lynn, follow me. Battlemates of the Kalyana. If any of you are still alive, say something. Sri Lakshmi, it's a massacre. There's no time to waste. We should search for survivors. Lynn, try the southern part of the valley. Jalmin, come with me. Are you here to kill me? No, it would seem not. A survivor? What happened here? There has been a schism within the Kalyana. I and those of like mind no longer wish to devote ourselves to the false Sri Lakshmi. We believe the Kalyana should work with the Vera for the future of Girabanya, instead of sequestering ourselves away from the world. Many of us voiced our opposition, but the Dreamers heard not our pleas. And when you tried to break from the tribe, they hunted you down? Yes, Strider, most of us were slain. Those who survived the ambush are being pursued as we speak. What do you make of this, Captain? It is troubling indeed. There are so few routes through the valleys that anyone passing is bound to be caught up in the fighting. Those killers won't think twice about cutting down anyone who stands between them and their prey. I can't allow this slaughter to continue. Kalyana and we Vera have our differences, but they are still our sisters. It's up to us to beat some sense into those Dreamers. No, this is an Ananta affair, and I cannot involve the Gatekeepers. I'll deal with it myself. Alpa, have you forgotten why you're here in the first place? What are you talking about? Stop being obtuse and say what you mean, or get out of my way. We're here because a merchant begged the Gatekeepers for help. You yourself said the Dreamers won't think twice about cutting down innocents. This is our problem. It's the Gatekeepers' duty to keep the peace. If that means intervening in tribal disputes, then so be it. Isn't that right, Lynn? Yes. You're right. We'll settle this together. The Dreamers are still out there looking for you. Go to Castellum Velodyna and tell the Gatekeepers that Alpa sent you. No harm will come to you. Youngling of the Vera, you have my gratitude. John and Lynn, the other survivors need our help. Let's move. The pursuers have tracked us down, but we have no strength left to fight. This is the end. It's not over yet. We're here to help. That's right. You're under the protection of the Velodyna Gatekeepers now. It's time to show them what we're made of. Avira. Don't be alarmed, we're not your enemies. The threats are in league with Avira. Slay them all.
Shoot him with a gun. I keep forgetting that I'm only level 60. It's kind of annoying, actually.
Curse these interlopers. We'll deal with your murderer, sorry. Kind of difficult for me to see that. We are sisters, but why must we fight?
I'd say please hear me.
Anyone that must fall back. We will hold of their assault.
Don't blame me if you wind up dead. I want him dead.
Wait, I think the Brahmin is a healer. Yeah. Can I get rid of this?
Healer, holy fuck, I'm getting owned.
Or fight a beaten up in any case. You've tarried long enough, this ends now. Cannot repel such an onslaught. Get back, leave this to the gatekeepers. Why would you go so far to protect us? Don't worry about that now, just get out of here.
Get away from her, you bitch! Wow, okay.
Send them going for help, I'll draw their attention. Stay away from her, you finish them off.
I was about to say, please tell me there's still somebody who can heal me. No, still the Brahmin.
I owe you one, gentlemen.
Drill! Nice.
To think they'd appear in such numbers, they're relentless. Who dares interfere? Ah!
There you are, Lynn. Thought you'd steal all the glory for yourself, eh? You're not the only hero around here.
Although I only came to admire the griffin statues, I shan't stand by while my friends are in danger. It's time for Tala Mulko, the invisible adder, to bare her fangs. Invisible adder? Is that because the others ignore you? Mr. Tala, I've never been so happy to see you. Hear me, dreamers of the Kalyana, your crimes are beyond redemption, beyond forgiveness. It's time for you to pay.
Gun.
Careful wage those fights.
Griffin's Bang.
Time for me to prove myself.
Corona! Oh no! Not the COVID. I'm gonna need healing, please. Thank you.
Need to not die your animals.
You know, maybe I should just go and assist in killing these random boys on the side. I probably should have stayed where I was. That actually would have reduced the amount of damage I took. More. There we are. Right, I shouldn't be next to alpacas. We do get hit by the aliens. I was about to say, yeah, I'm probably gonna need that healing.
Sisters, grant me your strength.
Anyway, do we have to stop it before it's too late? No, I can't figure out who's talking. Because I am focusing on too many things. Hey. I am under the water. Peace out. Beat up that snack. Can't wait for the inevitability of at some point dying in one of these duties because I don't get healed. I mean, I do have my own healing, I suppose. I'd rather not use that if I can avoid it. Everybody, join in the Corona puddle. No. No social distancing.
Helpa, we were on our way to inspect your facilities when we heard the cries of battle. I might have guessed the Kaliana were involved, but I never expected to find you here. What is the meaning of this? Mother, listen to me. These Kaliana are not our enemies. Then what is she talking about? If these Kaliana do indeed reject the false Sri Lakshmi, I would hear it from them. Tell us the truth of this day. Our own sisters turned against us because we dared to seek another way. Were it not for the intervention of your daughter and her comrades, we would have been slaughtered. And while none of us are gravely injured, our sorrow is beyond words. Sisters, you are welcome to stay with us in Velodyna for as long as you need. You will have food and shelter and time to think on your futures. That you would show your sworn enemy such kindness. However, it is with profound regret that we must refuse your most gracious offer. Our minds were made up before your arrival. Pray tell, what will you do? Alpa, brave and benevolent daughter of the Vera, please allow us to join the Velodyna Gatekeepers. Join us, but why? We were raised to fear the Striders, told they could not be trusted, and so we turned away from the world and placed our hopes in a false god. But when you and your comrades came to our rescue, we saw the error of our ways. We need not, nay, cannot live apart. That's what my work with the Gatekeepers has taught me. There are many peoples that call Gatekeepers home. I just want to make it a safer place. Of course, we all have our own opinions and beliefs, but our goals are the same, and that's what matters. We'd be happy to have you. Then we will commit ourselves to your cause. Seems you have grown a great deal, Alpa. Are you sure? I'm still about the same length as before. I don't think it was supposed to be taken literally. She is still rather slow on the uptake, I see. It is just one of her many quirks, as I'm sure you have noticed. I must return to the village and share these recent developments with the brood. In the meantime, you would await my arrival at Velodyna. I still intend to look over the castellum. Understood, Mother. I should report everything to my superiors and request permission to accept the new Kaliana recruits. Alp, are you sure about this? This could all be a ploy to infiltrate the resistance. If it is, it's a needlessly contrived one. Besides, we're not about to hand them the key to the place. We'll train them like any other recruits, and if they betray our trust, we'll deal with it then and there. Fair enough, all the same, I'll keep a close eye on them. I know you will. Anyway, it looks like Mother's arrived for the inspection, so the moment I've been dreading. The time has come to see the fruits of your labor. I take it everything is in order. If I find your efforts to be insufficient, you are coming straight back to Velodyna. Is that clear? Crystal clear. I'll be looking for over every ilm of this place. Nothing will escape my notice. My inspection is complete. There's no denying that you have made significant changes. Of course, this place is no stranger to change. The stone bridge once built by Alamegans was plated in blackened steel by the Guardians, becoming a symbol of oppression. Now it is the turn of the Ananta to leave our mark. For better or worse, it stands as a testament to the history of Gatekeepers. Now representatives of the various peoples of this land have united as the Velodyna Gatekeepers and transformed this stronghold. It bodes well for the future. So, does that mean... Even before my arrival, you had already demonstrated the qualities required of a leader. You fought to defend members of the Kaliana and established a bond of trust with them, an achievement that many considered impossible. You have learned much and grown to become a leader worthy of the highest praise and respect, as Brood Mother, as your mother. This makes me proud indeed. I don't know what to say. This concludes my visit. I hope you will all continue to support Alpa in her endeavors. Until we meet again. She's not the only one that feels that way. You've come a long way, Alpa. Looks like you won't be needing me as your mentor anymore. Now, Chelmin, you're not getting off that easy. I still need a second in command, don't I? This place may have passed Mother's test, but our work is far from over. As soon as we get permission for the Kalyana recruits to join, we'll need a garrison for them. We should start the preparations right away.
Oh, wait, more cutscene. Permission to accept the Kalyana refugees has been granted, and a new Ananta garrison has been built at Castellum Velodyna. Why? We are inching closer and closer to being done with another set of beast tribes. Yes. Beast tribe quests annoy me. I don't like doing dailies in games. We get a snake in the grass as a title. We don't get any extra... yeah, no. We don't get any extra beast tribe. Like any extra quest that we can do. I can just buy the merit now, okay. The merit is the elephant that we can ride in the beast tribe quest. I don't think you guys have seen that before, I don't know. Anyway, this is one of the mounts we can get right now. What is the other mount I have? Oh, it's the mount that I'm a little ashamed of, but I love it too much. Anyway, I will be right back to finish off the final quest of this. Alright, I am back, after we have reached the next reputation level.
Ah, there you are. You are just in time. Gales, we need you too. I'm hosting a feast for a few friends of the Gatekeepers. It's a small show of thanks for all your support. Of course, you're all invited, but I'll need some help. Gales, could you take care of the food and drink?
Leave it to me. You can expect the finest cuisine Eorcha has to offer.
Then could I ask you to deliver these invitations? There's one for Mazatia and another for Talamoko. In the meantime, Jelmin and I will start getting the place ready.
Yes. Flying in my weird creature. My eyeball boy. With his freaking rocking abs. Ah, Lynn, up to another adventure, eh?
A crudely penned but well-intended invitation to a dinner party.
Haha, help us full of surprises, and I assume Jolman will be there too. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'll meet you there soon.
Mzizizi. Mzizizi. Mzizizi is actually, I think, whatever. An intriguing name. Greetings, what brings you to Castle Morgans today? A banquet! Sounds a lot more fancy than the mess hall grip I'm used to. Before I attend, I must consult my terms and gear binding etiquette. I shall join you or not.
Oh no. So you're gonna like arrive in some crazy outfit. I'm going to teleport. Well, I don't need to, but I'm going to be teleporting back there. Oh man, today's been a day, you guys. It's really warm. I got sunburned. We're just like mowing the grass at somebody else's place. That took a lot of work though. It's really stupid though. It's like so warm, but then the grass wasn't really dry enough, so the lawnmower couldn't keep up. It's an experience.
In the meantime, I was just fucking burning in the sun. They accepted our invitations? Did you hear that? It sounds like there's a commotion outside the gate. Better deal with this before the meal. Just between you and me, Alpa's really come into her own since that incident with the Kaliana. Why don't you go and see for yourself? What happened?
I was just passing through the woods when some sort of monster grabbed me from the bushes. Damn near pulled my arm off. I didn't stick around to see what it was. Just made a run for it.
You're in the care of the Gatekeepers now. Rest well. You will look into this. Jalmin, help him to the infirmary and see that his chocobo is looked after. Maybe others who have been attacked. Send the Griffin Rider to survey the area. Understood. Come along, sir. The Carogans will take care of that arm. Normally I'd ask you to assist in culling wild beasts, but we can handle this. It can't have gone far. Let us move out. That poor bloke and his chocobo should be fine now. There don't seem to be any other casualties, so let's just wait for Alpa to get back. We finally found the culprit. It didn't put up much of a fight. Quite a battle, mate. I'm afraid to get around dirty, are you? Become quite a battle, mate. Hyper is indeed coming from you. In the beginning I wasn't sure you'd make much of a captain, but much to my surprise, you're not all that terrible. Backhanded compliment if ever there was one, but I'll take it. Anyway, we have a few things to prepare for the feast. Our guests will be here soon. That's every single time. Just start singing along to it every single time. I love it though. Music in this game is so good. So unreasonably good. Every track. The meal is almost ready. I hope you're hungry. Although you're not officially members of the Velodyna Gatekeepers, Jalmin and I want to show our appreciation for your support. I'm very grateful for your kind invitation, though I must admit I'm rather unaccustomed to formal dining.
Formal? Forget about that, just eat, drink and be merry. Drink, eh? You have more than enough if you're interested in a lot of contest. Spirits don't really agree with me.
Come on, Mazette, show us what the future none of the M-Tribe can do.
Well, since you put it like that, how can I refuse? Gaius, I accept your challenge. I have a case of vintage Arak from Alagiri to get us started.
There's so much food, we need Gaius and Mazette to tear themselves away from the drinking game to help carry it. Mazette, are you alright? Evidently not. I think I've lost my appetite.
Don't just stand there, get him up!
Ye gods, how did he get it on the ceiling? Looks like they're a bit preoccupied.
Another cutscene, maybe? I don't know. I think so. Yes.
I'd like to say a few words. When I was made captain of the Gatekeepers, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. It wasn't easy at first, but I couldn't be more delighted with how everything turned out. Of course, you couldn't have done this, any of this, without your support. If you ever need anything at all from the Gatekeepers, consider it done.
Same goes for you. My blade is ever at your service. After my life around, it's all thanks to the Gatekeepers. It would be my pleasure to carry on working here.
I have the perfect title for you. How does the Grand Guardian of Kiribania sound?
That's the worst one yet.
I think I'll stick around as your second in command if you don't mind. You look to have made such great friends, especially me. This one sounds very bad. We're all very proud of you, Alpha. There you go. Has someone been cutting onions? Onion. Man, this quest was good. I like this quest. At a moment where I didn't really like it that much, but it really grew in me pretty quickly. I feel like my least favorite from this expansion is probably the Virgin. It was fine, but not great. Nice. Yeah. Oh, yuck. Right, let us see. So the false nails are still there, of course. Stuff Tananta, Wine Up Tananta, music, merit, and the true griffin horn. There we go. So we already had the elephant, and now we have a griffin. That's not a griffin. That's not a griffin. So now we can just ride a griffin anywhere we want. Alright, my friends, that is gonna conclude this probably pretty long episode of Little Dead Times, so we were playing Final Fantasy XIV and doing Beast Star Quest. And in the next episode, in theory, we should be doing the Allied Beast quest, if it is... if I can actually unlock it right now. I'm not 100% sure, I'm gonna check off camera. Either that, or it's gonna be something else. Everything is a mess right now, I don't know anymore. Anyway, goodbye.